is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back to watch another one of my videos. And to my Capella members, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. If you're interested in having a membership, joining the family to get exclusive content and have it all access in my free mobile app, check out the description box below or go to capellawellness.com, click on the category that states Capella memberships, and view all the different tiers that I have to offer on the different bonus content you can access. All right, Leo, so what we're going to do is we're going to look into what you need to be aware of, what you need to be cognizant of, what Spirit wants you to know for the beginning of March 2023. Now remember, when I say March 2023, time is fluid, energy is always changing. It could be March of next year, it could be another month, okay? So don't get caught up in that. If it fits your story, it fits your story. But remember, just because it resonates does not mean you are in alignment with it. Resonance is not a synonym of alignment, okay? So keep that in mind. I will talk about what is out of alignment for you at the beginning of March 2023, okay? So right now, we're going to look into what Spirit wants you to be aware of for the beginning of March, what you are not in alignment with, what guidance Spirit has for you, how to best navigate the energy surrounding you for the beginning of March. And lastly, we're going to see what you need healing with, okay? And what you can do to help with the healing. There will be an extended for this reading. It's in the description box below. The link for it is in the description box below. If you go to capellawellness.com to access the extended reading, you will see a category entitled Extended Videos. So click on that. If you're already in the mobile app, the free mobile app, you will see extended videos in the menu that is there. If you would like to download the free mobile app, by all means, you can sign up for a free membership and get some sort of insight, some sort of notifications from me. Or you can have sign up for a paid Capella membership where you can access all of my bonus content in the app and chat with some amazing people in the Capella circle. All right, guys, so let's see. What does Leo need to be aware of for the beginning of 2023? What does Spirit want them to know for the beginning of March 2023? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, Syrians, Ascended Masters. Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. As you can already tell, I am ready for St. Patrick's Day. I do have a bit of Irish in my lineage on my paternal father's side. My paternal grandfather's father or great-grandfather, I have to go back and talk to my dad, but his family was Irish. He was Irish. And most of my family is Puerto Rican, so I've got lots of different races and ethnicities in my blood. So the Irish is in there, which is kind of crazy, but it's fascinating at the same time. So I'm all festive for it. And my favorite color in Roy G. Biv is green. So it makes it even more exciting for me because I love the color green. Ooh, Leo. We have the Empress here. Okay, I'm seeing like Venus energy, Aphrodite incarnate. Okay, so for the beginning of March, guys, some of you who are in alignment with the true divine feminine Christ energy, you are embodying it, you're integrating it in your everyday life. You are talking, sleeping, drinking, thinking, speaking, walking around like an empress, treating everybody with unconditional love, seeing the divinity in everyone, being exceptionally patient, being understanding and very comforting, very loving, very compassionate. You are about to birth something huge at the beginning of March, okay? there's something you've been creating for quite some time. And at the same time, you've been really leveling up here, Leo. This is beautiful energy. And I love this card in this Celtic tarot deck. Okay. The colors are there. There's the waterfalls. There's these puffins here. And, you know, just brilliant colors. And she's just totally who she is, right? She doesn't have a shirt on, but she doesn't need to have one because she's one with the earth. She is clothed and bathed by God. For those of you who are in this energy, you have been working very hard towards something, and you have been tapping seriously into your sacral chakra energy and creating, utilizing your gifted talents to conjure up things. Like, you're designing things, you're making things with your hands, you're, you know, thinking of different ways to go about doing your mission work, or you know, doing what God has blessed, utilizing what God has blessed you with. And you were really in your element here, Leo, with this, did I say Aries? Leo, with these energies, because you are really just tapping into that energy where you're just being, you're not chasing, but you are attracting because you're doing something with creative talents, but you're trusting in God to actually bring them to fruition. Okay? This is how the Empress works in tandem with God. Remember, faith without works is dead. If we don't do something towards, we don't take action towards our dreams, we don't do something about it, our dreams will stay in the dream state. Our manifestations will stay in that thinking box, that hold area. They won't go anywhere. But she knows that she doesn't have to chase a damn thing. She attracts everything, but she does know she's got to work with God. And God says, hey, Empress, I need you to be patient, but I just need you to create all these beautiful things and birth them into the world for the world to see. And then I'm going to start to bring in what it is you are vibrating at, what it is you are attracting. If you've been creating all these things, you've been building upon things, working on projects, creative projects, you could even be like an intuitive reader or something like that, someone who has very strong psychic gifts. But it's kind of like you are this mother to a lot of people, and you are leading by example. And because you're doing that, you're not necessarily working so hard to get something, because the Empress doesn't have to lift a finger. She doesn't have to work 60 hours a week. She doesn't have to do 50 readings a week. She doesn't have to expend a lot of her energy just to attract abundance, just to manifest something. She doesn't. She has God do that for her, as long as she's doing what God has asked her to do, because she's very obedient. All right? She's very, very obedient, but she knows she needs to be at a highest vibration, the agape love, the violet flame energy, to attract what it is that her heart is desiring. And for those of you who are in full alignment with this Empress energy, based on everything that I said, you are bringing in some beautiful, miraculous abundance here. And you haven't really had to do much for it other than do your inner work, because she's been through a lot. She didn't come into union with self in the matter of a year, 2 years, in a matter of minutes. Like, she did a lot of grueling inner work here, especially with self-love, especially with self-worth. She knows who she is. She's a fucking goddess, or a god, the lowercase g, okay, because we are all God within. She knows, you guys know who you are. Those who are in alignment, you know who you are. You're acting like a divine feminine. You're acting like the goddess that you are, and it's coming out of you too. It's not only in the inside, it's showing on the outside of you. Whether you're male or female does not matter. This is divine feminine energy, and some of you got it on lock here. You're really shining brightly here, and people see it, okay? They see your eminence. They see this brilliance about you. And people are looking at you like this person, Leo. You are very beautiful inside and out. You've got it all going for you here. You're the embodiment of all the queens. Like, you've really gone through the ringer, though, and you've really worked very hard to get to this state. This is not easy to be living, breathing, talking, you know, exemplifying the Empress every day. That's a job in itself. But even when your energy starts to dip, or you know, you start to think that, you know, you're not this goddess energy, you're not this Empress, you start to remember how long it took for you to get here, how hard it took for you to, how hard you worked to get here. And you get back into alignment with the highest vibration. This is violet flame frequency right here. You're in complete peace. You're not complaining about anything. You're not chasing love. You're not chasing money. You're not chasing a damn thing, as I said. You're just on your throne here, doing what God has asked you to do and being your true authentic self, you being who God made you to be. And now God's about to bring to you what you have been manifesting, you've been attracting. Things are about to manifest into the physical, because this is like earth energy for here, like Mother Gaia, okay? You are in tune with Mother Gaia. You're very in tune with nature. You connect with nature very strongly. And that also actually boosts your manifestation abilities. So there are going to be beautiful new beginnings here. You're going to have a very luxurious life. But there's also, you're attracting your Emperor as well. And you are calling in a lot of things that you are actually emanating. Right? We attract what we are. Our relationships reflect our inner wounds. She has cleared those inner wounds. And she did a lot of work to do that. And because of that, she's got divinity flowing through her and out of her. She's about to call in everything of the divine, to include the Emperor. Okay? And she's not chasing the Emperor either. She's attracting him. She is so irresistible and so magnetic. She's calling in a lot of stuff. And she's inspiring her masculine, divine masculine, to become the divine masculine Christ. But also for him to take action to go after her. Because he's not going to find a goddess like this anywhere else. And he knows who his divine feminine is. And he's saying to himself, I need to make that offer. Knight of Pentacles. I'm going flying on that dragon, and I'm heading to my Empress. This could actually be, for some of you, somebody may be air traveling to see you, to go after you, the Empress, for those of you who are in alignment, okay? This person's very serious about giving an offer, solid, stable commitment to this Empress. I mean, your person, you're radiating more light than you have ever been doing, if that makes sense. You're radiating more light than what you did before, okay? And this person's just totally enamored with you right now. So what you need to be aware of, while this person has been taking their time, has been slow, the true empresses do not believe in time. They know time doesn't exist. They know that when an emperor is ready, he will come forward in divine timing. She trusts that God will bring the emperor towards her as long as she stays aligned with her Empress energy and she's aligned with God. Okay? So this is a huge amount of patience. Others of you, you need to learn to have patience. What you need to be aware of, slow and steady wins the race. This is not the Indy 500. You cannot become the Empress, Divine Feminine Christ, in a short period of time. Even when you're building businesses and you're having these projects and stuff like that, some of you are exceptionally gifted and God's just having you to just be patient. You will get what it is you are vibrating at. I'm going to give it to the God's going to give this to the Empress, what she has been manifesting, when she's fully ready. When God knows that everything is all set, all the ducks are aligned, the stars are aligned, everything's in perfect orchestration for this Empress to receive what she's worked so hard for. This is very hard working stuff. The Knight of Pentacles is the hardest knight. Okay, is the is the hardest working knight out of all the knights, guys. That's why I said this Empress has put in a lot of freaking work. A lot of work. Okay? And she has been, again, exceptionally patient. She knew, she finally came to terms with, you know what? I just got to trust God, have faith in God. I just got to keep doing what I'm doing. As long as I'm in alignment with my true higher self, God is going to bless me with what I've been working so hard towards, what I've been manifesting. I just need to keep my eye on the prize and stay the course. This Empress has been accountable for her actions and her responsibilities. She wasn't a saint the whole time. She was a distorted feminine before she became divine feminine. We are all distorted energies before we come into alignment with the divine energies, guys. We start off as divine, but over time, society and our childhood and our upbringing, it gets us out of alignment. That's why we are here, to learn, to grow, and evolve when those things get us out of alignment, to get us to realign with who we really are. Okay, so this Knight of Pentacles energy is saying to you, you know, you will get there. You just have to have patience. And you have to do the hard work, especially to become that true Empress here. It is not easy to be her. She took a long time to get to this level. It took her years, decades, okay? Some of you, it's been this long. But God's trying to get you to see something here. That not everything is going to come to us in an Amazon Prime box. We're not going to put something in the microwave and set it for 2 minutes and it's going to be ready. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. So patience is a virtue here, Leo. But for those of you who have been patient, your finances are going to turn around. And again, Venus with the Empress energy here, there is something about having financial stability and security. Somebody may be coming in to help you with your finances, giving you an offer of money. You could be getting a contract, or someone coming in to work with you or partner with you on a business project, a creative project, a business in general. The financiers are looking up. If you've been struggling with your finances, guys, they are looking up because you're attracting an increase in your financial situation. You are attracting financial security and stability because you haven't given up, and you keep working diligently, and you are determined. You're like, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna be a success. Things will improve. This lack of money, or this wilderness season, it's temporary. As long as I keep my eyes on God, I know things will shift, and things are going to shift. Again, for those who are in alignment. So there is a solid offer coming in for the long term. Could be romantic in nature. Your Emperor comes in to give you this offer. Somebody comes in to help you with a business, with resources, money, financial assistance, loans, grants, whatever. What's the other word? Someone who wants to invest in your business. There's something, again, very strong with money that is going to change for the positive for those of you who are in alignment. So someone also here has worked very hard on working on their inner feminine, their divine feminine energy. No longer suppressing it, no longer being distorted. You have inspired somebody to tap into their Empress energy too, their feminine energy as well. They have been taking their time because God needed them as well as you to be fully this. It takes a long time to fully embody and integrate this into your life, as it did me. It took me a very long time to get here. but I just have to trust in God, have faith. I will get there. Things will look up, especially financially, as long as I keep my eye on the prize, as long as I stay determined and hardworking and diligent, and just go at a slow pace, and to be patient, and to not rush things, because I will miss a lesson. I will miss a mark. I will have to repeat a cycle, repeat a lesson. God doesn't want you guys to do those things over and over again, all right? So this even could be for somebody here. You may be moving to a more rural location, or you're going to be moving to a place where you're surrounded more by nature, kind of like living in a big piece of land where you have all this forest behind you, or you're going to have water behind you, or you're just going to have this like nature preserve or something, like something overlooking some vast ocean or fields or trees, something like that. Okay, that's for somebody specific. And somebody's actually coming in to give you the resources, to help the money to finance this, okay, or to actually purchase this piece of land or this house on this, you know, in nature for you. That's what the Empress attracts, right? She also attracts very helpful people. So there is the Empress. For some of you are getting quite a few things that you have been manifesting. You're actually manifesting things that you didn't even ask for, because God knows. Okay, so but again, the others of you, this is you following through with doing the inner work, to stay patient, to remain diligent, to remain in alignment with God, to just continue to do you and be in the present moment, and not trying to force things, not trying to get something to manifest ahead of its time. You don't want to do that. All right, so let's look and see what is out of alignment. What is out of alignment for Leo for the beginning of March 2023. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Alrighty. We have quite a few things. Oh, it's not so bad. 6th house, work, service, and health. Okay. 6th house is ruled by Virgo. You could have strong Virgo in your chart, or there's something about your Virgo placement or your 6th placement. Maybe Virgo is in your 6th house. That's only for some of you, not for all of you. But Spirit is asking me to tell you guys to check where your 6th house is, what house is, what sign is there, and what planets could be there. All right. Don't worry if it's empty, but look across where the 6th house is, right? Look at your 12th house. So what's out of alignment is the work, service, and health piece. All right, what I talked about, knowing your worth. This is self-care, taking care of yourself, being one in nature. It's just like being this goddess. The goddess takes care of herself first and foremost. She doesn't put herself in the back burner. All right, some of you may be doing too much of being too much of service, right? Because this is mother energy. All right, there could be an energy where some of you are overdoing it with your motherly responsibilities. If you watch my Divine Feminine reading, my guides were really coming hard here and explaining that, you know, mothers are not supposed to be doing every little thing for everybody. That is not what God intended for a mother to be. Again, this is the spiritual path of motherhood, not the material, not the 3D world path of motherhood. The work here, right? This is a hardworking person. He doesn't give up. He stays the course here, but he doesn't overdo it because he is very focused on his well-being and his health here. He takes very good care of himself. These people put health and wellness on the forefront of their everyday lives, all right? So some of you are in alignment with, you're not necessarily really putting in the work for your health. It's like servicing you instead of others. Okay, you could have some like um, harsh aspects with regards to what's in your sixth house. Okay, but again, you're being asked to check to see what sign that is in, and maybe Leo is your sixth house, but what planets are in there. But yeah, you're gonna have to kind of cut down on overworking yourself, being too much of service to others, because that is not what an empress does, right? Like I said, she attracts, she doesn't chase. She barely lifts a finger. She could be sitting there creating and just like being, and she's patient, and she's just making sure her vibration is up there, making sure her health is excellent. But just being and doing what God asks her to do when He asks her to do it, making sure her health is optimal. You can work hard, guys, but not overdo it. Okay, that does exist. So the seventh house is partnerships, balance, one-on-one relationships. Check your seventh house. What planets are there? What is the sign? If you haven't had your birth chart read, I do read birth charts in case you're curious. If you go to capellawellness.com, click on birth charts, and I can do your birth chart for you. But I'm pretty sure you guys either have had it read or you can look up some things. But check your seventh house and what sign is there. You may have seventh house in Leo for others of you. But what's out of alignment is like those partnerships, the ones that you are, again, with being insecure about yourselves for others of you, not following through with your commitments, with your goals, taking care of yourself. Some of you are putting partnerships on the front burner as opposed to you in the front burner. What's out of alignment is, finding a balance in your relationships. Remember, giving to you first and then giving to other people. And it's all with all of your relationships, Leo, because some of you, that's what some of you are out of alignment with. Remember to give to you. First and foremost, your health, your well-being is of the utmost importance. The one-on-one relationships, like start really reassessing the types of relationships do you have. Are they harmonious? Are you continuing to be in your Empress energy when you are in those one-on-one relationships? Like, do you allow people to make you feel insecure about yourself? Do you allow people to strip you of your power? Do you allow others to strip you of your goddess title? Don't let anybody do that, Leo. Okay? So these things need to get back into alignment. You really need to find more of a work-life balance here too. There's a lot of stuff here. Again, with all the relationships that you have, see to your needs first. There is such a thing as healthy selfishness. Bottom of the deck is 8th house, metamorphosis, death, and rebirth. See, this is about putting an end to these things that are out of alignment. That having the balance of partnerships, understanding what is really of value in the partnership and value, how you partake in this. Again, with the work, service, health thing that we talked about. But this is also checking your 8th house to see what planets are there and what signs are in your 8th house. It's kind of like some of you may be avoiding the change or thinking, well, I don't need to change to get what I want. It's like, I'm already divine feminine. I'm supposed to be attracting all these beautiful things, to include my emperor, because they call me the divine feminine. But this is the issue I've been seeing in these types of videos, guys, especially with tarot. When they entitle something like the divine feminine, yeah, but we all have divine feminine within us. But if you are not in alignment with that, you're not living, breathing, talking, sleeping, expressing yourself as one, emanating as an empress, meaning you're patient, you're unconditionally loving, you're not chasing, you're not forcing, you're not pushing. You see the divinity in everybody. You are creating a lot, but you're not overdoing it. That is what a true divine feminine Christ is. Okay? But there's something here about you need to change your inner core. Like you have to do the childhood wounding. You have to do the death of the ego, the purging, the letting go of the past, letting go, letting God. you know, understanding that you are this cocoon who's getting ready to emerge as a butterfly. But if you've never heard my talk about how the cocoon, how the transformation works, is the caterpillar has to struggle in the cocoon through a very tiny hole there when it's ready to become that butterfly, but it has to struggle and push, and the caterpillar's thicker, it's bigger than the hole. So he's got to wiggle himself in there. But when he's going through that struggle to get him out of that little hole there, what is he doing? He's having the fluid of the cocoon get into the wings so that it could fly out of the cocoon. Without that fluid, without the struggle, the caterpillar will not get the fuel, the energy, the movement in its wings to fly out of there. This is part of the hard work. This is why some of you have to understand that being that butterfly, that empress, is going to take a tremendous amount of hard work, and you're going to have to lose something to gain something. You're going to have to let go of the past and let go of these relationships that are not harmonious, that where they don't see you, they don't value you, right? The way you should be valued, but that's when you value yourself first. Okay, that's going to be very important here. They want me to read the deck with regards to the 7th and 6th house, because there's something in here that they want me to read. So the 6th house, it says, yeah, the 6th house rules service, work, and the habits that make up your everyday life. Finding the balance you need to lead a productive and healthy lifestyle that works for you. It requires editing and refinement, as routines tend to fluctuate with the periods of your life. Health is also covered by the 6th house. Mental, physical, spiritual well-being defines your ability to get things done. As Aristotle said, we are the sum of our actions, and therefore our habits make all the difference. Look to the 6th house to see if your daily actions align with the qualities you'd like to embody, and to decide if change is needed. And then the 7th house talks about romantic partnerships, marriages, long-term relationships. It can also mark business partnerships and even rivalries. Okay? When you are in a deep relationship with another person, you will get to know the best and the worst in them and in yourself, and you too will reflect those qualities outward into the ether. The spectrum of all the best and worst traits of our relationships mirror the breadth of traits present in ourselves. Explore these aspects of your relationships and how you relate to these characteristics in yourself as both the lover and the enemy. Dun dun dun. All right, so let's get some guidance for you, Leo. What guidance do we have for Leo for the beginning of March 2023 with these energies, and how to best navigate these energies? Holy Spirit, please and thank you. What guidance do we have for Leo? Whew. Okay. We have Fawn, number 3. Beginnings, willingness, and opportunities. See, for those of you who have done your work, you've been staying in the energy as a true empress here. I talked about new beginnings, new opportunities being presented to you, like this Knight of Pentacles, or you may have multiple Knights of Pentacles, or 8 Knight of Pentacles, or things coming in like contracts, offers, your Emperor coming in with that solid stable offer, commitment, the money thing. You're attracting these new beginnings, this abundance here, these opportunities, because you were willing enough to be patient, willing enough to do the work, and trust in what God was doing with you in your connection and with what it is that you're creating. Bottom of the deck is surrender, let go, freedom, and flow. Right? See, with that 8th house, let go of the things that don't serve you. Let go of the past. The past does not dictate your future, and if you're getting hung up on the past with somebody else, you've got to let that go too. You can't judge somebody by their past. You can't judge somebody, period. All right? The past is there. It's our self node. It's our karmic point. We're supposed to learn lessons. Right? Like I talked about with those relationships. And the Empress going through all the hard knocks, the struggles, to learn lessons, to be who she really is, and to be free and clear of these karmic energies, karmic patterns, and to be purified of all of those dark energies, to be in alignment with her divine self. Okay? Being in the flow, being free and clear of like the pressures of life, the struggles of life. That's what the Empress does. Okay, so I'm going to go read the book as I always do. So number 3 is fawn. And it states, fawn represents the welcome of new beginnings, a new way of thinking, a new way of being, and a new way of seeing life. Many worlds coexist within our own, and many beings reside there waiting to help us if we ask. We must allow ourselves to welcome new opportunities and keep our minds open to new things, even if that pushes the boundaries of our logical left-brained thinking. We must learn to apply this way of truly seeing when approaching anything new for us to fully grow on any level, whether that be emotional, spiritual, or mental. Entering into anything can be overwhelming, stressful, even traumatic. However, the more we learn to understand things from a different viewpoint, or even just to allow without understanding at all, the more we allow the change to happen. Change can happen whether we like it or not, but it always has the same outcome. It shifts us to a different place where we have the opportunities to learn and grow. We cannot control what happens to us, but we can control our reaction to it. We either embrace it and accept it fully, or we resist. The decision is always yours. But know this, even when you do not know what is on the other side, there is always the possibility of it being a positive experience. So don't doubt your capabilities of navigating your way through. It's like navigating through that hole. Be willing to accept change and new ways of being, learning, and accepting. This is where the biggest opportunities are hidden. Yep, people just want to have abundance, new beginnings, opportunities without going through the struggle, without going through the lessons. It doesn't work that way. So the surrender card says, surrender is the fairy of freedom and flow. She has let go of everything holding her back and is ready to fly and be free, unrestrained. You can feel the sense of peace that has come over her, and she is open to whatever is coming her way. Eyes closed and trusting what lies ahead is exactly what she needs and has asked for. Surrender is here to teach us that whatever you are holding on to, maybe it is time to let go and let yourself be free. Sometimes we hold on to behaviors or beliefs that may have served us in the past, but no longer do so in the present. By drawing this card, it's time to take a look at these patterns or situations that are holding you back. Ask yourself, is this in my best interest? If not, take steps to change, let go, and move ahead. Start following the path that gives you joy as long as it is in your best interest and harms no one. Surrender may also be trying to tell you to be yourself. Don't follow the crowd if that isn't you. Create your own path and be true to yourself. Follow your intuition, that gut feeling that never lets you down. That is your true self and your spirit guides. The more you listen to your intuition, the more in touch with yourself you will become. What a wonderful feeling of freedom when you no longer worry what is ahead. Take your hands off the steering wheel and step into the flow. It's exactly the energy of the Empress. And she listens and trusts her intuition no matter what, because she is that connected with God. All right. So before I head on to the extended Leo, I'm going to pull your wellness message. We're going to look into what needs healing for the beginning of March 2023. And what you can use to help you with this healing. Okay. Did I shuffle that? No, I have to shuffle it this way. These are the essential, this is the essential oils healing deck. Okay, I think I got that. All right. Okay. So, Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please reveal to us for highest good. What does Leo need to heal for the beginning of March 2023? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, your clarity. Remember that Empress, she's being her true self. She's not doing what everybody else is doing. Being her true divine self means she's utilizing her gifts, her talents, what God has told her to do, and she's doing without any fear. She's doing this without, she doesn't compare herself to anyone or anything. She doesn't follow the crowd, because the crowd is not her who she is, right? So why would she want to do that? And when you follow the crowd, you're out of alignment with what it is that you are desiring, because then you start kind of falling into what other people are being called to do, trying to follow their path, walk on their path, their journey. Their journey is not your journey, Leo. We have cilantro, balances and expands the mind. So this could actually mean for some of you to put more cilantro into your food. What's funny is that my aunt was telling me, do you put cilantro in your omelet? And I said no. She goes, oh, okay. So this is telling me, because I do have Leo rising and Leo north node in my chart, to go buy some cilantro and start putting it in my, make power omelets every morning. To kind of expand my mind more. Apparently it's just kind of like gonna really elevate where I'm at with the knowledge that I've been getting from my guides and from God. So for the healing for the beginning of March, guys, you're being encouraged to put more cilantro in your foods if you so care to do so. You don't have to. This is guidance. All right. This is going to help you with balancing, expanding the mind. And again, we have the balance with the 7th house, correct? See? There it is again. And look, it's green. It's green. Eating more green leafy foods, perhaps, all right? So you can have cilantro as a essential oil, all right? To have a diffuser or get a cilantro scented candle. I'm sure somebody makes one of those. This is really going to help you, okay? Again, you can cook this. Now I'm seeing the picture. You can even get lotions or creams that have cilantro in it, or you can make it on your own, guys. There's also cilantro pills. I'm looking at the picture down here. I didn't realize that, okay? This is I honestly got this deck today, the day I'm recording this. It called out to me when I was running errands. So I stopped by Barnes and Nobles and they was like calling to me. Now I'm getting some massive ideas with this deck already. So yeah, this is, now there goes the card. All right, you saw it already, so don't mind me. That is going to help you, all right, to find more balance. The bottom of the deck is cinnamon, protects and regulates. Yep, cinnamon pills, cinnamon creams and lotions, cinnamon scented candle, putting the essential oil, guys, diffuser, putting cinnamon in your tea, in your porridge, your oatmeal, on your waffles, whatever you're cooking. This is going to help. Cilantro and cinnamon, guys. Sea foods. It's going to help with the healing for the beginning of March, okay? So I'm going to move on to the extended. So the extended is going to entail what's blocking you for the beginning of March. When you understand what is blocking you, it helps for you to be more in your Empress energy, to attract abundance, to attract those harmonious relationships, to attract the things that you're trying to manifest, right? We'll look into that. We'll also look into, I just got confirmation when I was saying that. We'll also look into what is going on in your love connection or your love situation for the beginning of March. We'll also pull a charm, okay, to get more guidance and see what else is going on with your love connection or what other messages Spirit wants to tell you. And lastly, in the extended, we're going to get a message from your person or your inner masculine for yourself to see what they want to say to you, all right, what messages they have waiting for you. All right, Leo. Okay, well, if this is where I leave you, Leo, thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.